Often compared with flashy Las Vegas, Dubai is a shimmering oasis of skyscrapers piercing the desert sky. Elaborate hotels, sprawling malls, and pulsing nightlife all hint of the getaway from the ordinary, a playground for the wealthy, and a symbol of ambition on the far side of reality that Dubai seems to promise. Social media serves us images of gold-plated cars, private beaches, fancy parties, dictating a picture of a city where dreams come true and anything is possible. However, beneath this perfectly artificial veneer is another story, one you rarely get to see if you're of the type who spend lazy days slugging out shadowy blue reductions of grand luxury hotels under that desert sun. Off in the shadows of the glittering towers, a mammoth army of migrant labourers struggle to build and keep the very luxuries that attract so many to Dubai, their lives and only dimension, brutal for sure, and according to many, even brutal to survive. Dubai may share some superficial similarities to Las Vegas with regards to entertainment and luxury, but the differences between the lives of the wealthy and the migrant workforce is so profound in name as to qualify the city with its own unique and troubling reality. It hides, meanwhile, a darker side to its rapid development, the human cost of Dubai glistening today. Sonapur, the sprawling network of labour camps just beyond the city's dazzling skyline, is the home of the high number of migrant workers that build and maintain Dubai's opulent infrastructure. Here, we see the clearly defined differences between the haves and have-nots. They live in cramped rooms in crowded dormitories, often unsanitary, often with no more than a handful in each room. Ventilation there is minimal, and basic amenities are almost always lacking. Sonapur is nothing like the glamour and glitz that define Dubai's public image and reminds of the people who keep the city's flashy lifestyle in tip-top shape. This exploitation really starts even before the workers arrive in Dubai. Many are sucked into leaving their home countries in South Asia and elsewhere on trumped-up promises of high-paying jobs and comfortable living. Upon arrival, they lose their passports and are hauled to Sonapur, where they live in debt and bondage. Wages are low, working hours long, and chances for advancement almost non-existent. It is just a dream of a much better life that almost instantly becomes a nightmare of exploitation and despair. And, given Dubai's legal system is often not in their favour, migrant workers are even more vulnerable. The kafala sponsorship system shackles workers to their employers, with huge power surging to their hands over workers' lives. If they lose their job, they get deported, and there's not much of a recourse against the unfair treatment of them or not getting their wages. This legal framework is small for employees to resist exploitation by unscrupulous employers who use poor, desperate workers to make them slaves. In effect, it leaves workers stuck in a cycle of vulnerability, extremely unlikely to find themselves escaping this situation. The physical hardships endured by migrant workers in Dubai are only part of the story. The emotional and psychological toll of their experiences is often profound and long-lasting. Separated from their families and loved ones, living in cramped and isolating conditions and facing constant financial pressures, many workers struggle with feelings of loneliness, anxiety, and depression. The relentless cycle of work, sleep, and repeat, with little opportunity for leisure or personal pursuits, can lead to a sense of hopelessness and despair. The vibrant city that surrounds them, a symbol of prosperity and opportunity, becomes a constant reminder of their own marginalized existence. This stark social inequality casts a long shadow over Dubai's glittering facade. While the wealthy elite enjoy a life of unimaginable luxury, the vast majority of the city's population struggles to make ends meet. This disparity creates a deeply stratified society where opportunities are limited and social mobility is a distant dream for many. The question remains, how sustainable is a system built on such extreme inequality, and what are the potential consequences of ignoring the needs and rights of such a large segment of the population? Ultimately, Dubai's claim to being the Las Vegas of the Middle East rings hollow. While both cities share a focus on entertainment and extravagance, Dubai's reliance on exploited labor and its disregard for basic human rights create a fundamental distinction. The city's pursuit of economic growth at any cost has created a deeply unequal society and a system that perpetuates human suffering. Tourists and businesses flocking to Dubai must confront this uncomfortable truth and consider the ethical implications of supporting a system built on the backs of the vulnerable. The glittering skyscrapers and artificial islands may impress, but they cannot hide the moral bankruptcy that lies beneath the surface. Until Dubai addresses the systemic issues of exploitation and inequality, it remains a hollow imitation of true progress, a monument to greed disguised as innovation. Thanks for joining me on this journey of Is Dubai the new Las Vegas of the Middle East? If you have any thoughts on this topic, be sure to share them in the comments below. And if you're interested in learning more about Arabic celebrities, culture and elites, stay tuned to your favorite Arabic channel, Arab Vibe.